screaming out our name. It's a blowout, it's a hurricane, it's over before you know it. While you're shaking, we're a dynasty in the making. We're the royalty, now we're breaking down the enemy. Move over, the soldiers. Take a swing, I can take a hit. If we die, it's fine, we live for this. It's all for this. Gonna stand on top with our hands in the sky. Gonna raise our cup to the stadium lights. For the glory, for the glory, we still look.
All right, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Southern Broadcasting Gaming Network. I am Richard Hurst, and always joining me is Miss Amanda. Miss Amanda, how are you doing this evening?
Great, Richard. I'm great. How are you?
Well, I'm doing pretty darn good myself, but tonight we have a very exciting race. We get to do a little bump drafting here at Atlanta. They are at the new track, so it is pretty much pedal to the metal, balls to the wall, and hold on tight because they're going to go for a ride. But 150 laps here at Atlanta. We have 3 sets of tires sitting in the pits. We have 65% fuel tonight. And a stage break at lap number 75. Tonight's race is sponsored by Creative Promotions, and Apparel LLC. Well, these drivers are out there qualifying, trying to put in a blazing fast lap, trying to grab that pole. But we're going to take a look at our points while they are putting in their fast laps. And taking over the top spot is going to be Mr. Darren Bruce in that 27. He's been running very well. He's got a couple wins under his belt and locked into the playoffs. He got Dylan Hervatin. He is going to be sitting in second. Cody Johnson going to be sitting in third. Sean Anderson sitting in fourth. Nathan Lafayette is going to be sitting in fifth. Joe Munchell is going to be sitting in sixth. Stephen Light, he is going to be up 2 positions, so working his way up through the ranks, sitting in seventh. 8th is going to be Matt Banky. 9th is going to be Zachary Margison. 10th is going to be Mr. Mark Kincaid. 11th is going to be Lucas Reed. Curtis Ecker is going to be wrapping up the top 12. 13th is going to be Zach Mecca. Chris Isaacs is going to be sitting 14th. 15th is going to be Mr. Jeffrey Rudick. 16th is going to be Colton in that 48. Mason Thompson is going to be sitting 17th. 18th is going to be Brianna Laurent. And 19th is going to be Lyle Mitchell. And topping off the top 20 is going to be Christopher Alcar. Amanda?
Are we looking at the same one? You said 18th was Christopher Alcar?
No, 20th.
20th. Which one? Hold on. Oh, I guess it would help if I scroll all the way down. All right, so sitting in 21st will be Justin Shute, followed by Richard Mandonka in 22nd, Scott Healy in 23rd, Damon Nagel 24th, 25th is going to be Trent Robinette, 26th is going to be Jeremy Scherer, Balin Powell in 27th, 28th is going to be Chase Greer, Kyle Chafin in 29th, Jack Nunemacher sitting in 30th, James Vanderrood in 31st, Willie Evernham in 32nd, David Simcox in 33rd, Ryan Von Henschel sitting in 34th, Cody Brown in 35th, 36th is going to be Zachary Stevens, Mark Berry in 37th, 38th is going to be Corey Deal, and 39th is going to be Mr. Robert Gray.
All right, well, let's tune in to the qualifying for just a second, and we'll take a look at our national anthem. And it looks like everybody has qualified so far, and they might be getting ready to grid up. So we're going to go ahead and jump to our national anthem. So please stand, remove your hats, and place your hands over your heart.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watch were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets regular, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave for the land of the free and the home of the brave.
All right, and we are back, and they are coming off the pit road, getting ready to do their pace lap and go green flag racing. And it looks like Stephen Light was able to take the top spot. Scott Healy is going to be sitting in a second. Third is going to be Mr. Darren Bruce. Fourth is going to be Mr. Robert Gray. Chase Greer is going to be starting in fifth. Zach Mecca in sixth. James Mandarood from Mandarood Racing is going to be seventh. Balin Powell is going to be eighth. Ninth is going to be Mr. Kyle Chafe, and Zach Stevens is going to be starting 10th. Trent Robinette is going to be starting in 11th. Amanda, you take the rest.
All right, Brianna Lorentz going to be starting in 12th, followed by Matt Banky starting in 13th, Chris Isaacs in 14th, Jack Noonwalker in 15th, Joel Munchell in 16th, Zachary Margison in 17th, Mark Kincaid in 18th, and Cody Brown starting in 19th.
Sweet.
Are these guys? I'm trying to see.
20th is going to be Curtis Ecker.
And 21st is going to be Christopher
Yep.
Alkire. Lyle Mitchell is going to be 22nd.
All right, it looks like that pace car is going to dive off this time, and we are going to get ready to go green flag racing. And we'll show you the driver views in just a moment. We do have the guys that shared their cockpit cams, so we will get to that in just a minute. And the green flag is out, and it looks like the front row definitely got a side-by-side start. And look at that A64 go. He is already going to take the lead, but the 99 has the advantage on the bottom side. The bottom lane can be a fast lane, and look at that bottom lane get formed up real fast. And he got the 99, the 27, and the 40 of Chase Greer right there all in a row. Bump drafting is going to be a very good key here, as the 64 is using a little bit of that side draft to keep the momentum up coming through turn number 3 and out of turn number 4. He is still going to be there. He's going to be the lonely car. And look at him behind him, trying to go 3 wide behind that 03 of Robert Gray. So Robert Gray stuck on that outside. He has got Balin Powell right there behind him, trying to give him a little bit of help to catch up to that 64 of Scott Healy. So far, all is well. We got a couple of side-by-side battles going throughout the field, and we got a car playing peekaboo. That's going to be Robert Gray in that 5th position. He has got James Mandarood right there on the inside of him, trying to give him a challenge for that 5th position. Oh, a little bit of wiggle out of the 11. Almost got into the 47 of Zach Stevens. Zach Stevens was able to recover very well. He did not make any contact, but you got that trooper car, and he is in hot pursuit of a win here, as he is riding around in the 9th position, up 2 spots from where he started. And you got the biggest mover of the race so far, along with Cody Brown. And that's going to be Zachary Margison. Zachary Margison driving that number 88, excuse me. And looks like Cody Brown in the number 17 Mountain Dew. Amanda, what you seeing?
I am checking out these paint schemes, Richard, and honestly, I cannot help but laugh.
Yeah, so Mark Kincaid, where is he at? Mark Kincaid, back here in the back.
Back.
Yeah, so he has a car's in the wall. That's going to be Brianna Laurent. She smacked the wall. Doesn't look like she caused a lot of damage to that car, but I'm pretty sure that these cars can take a beating here in Atlanta. You have that outside safer barrier, so she looks like she is still at speed. She's going to let Lyle Mitchell go right on by on the bottom line and catch his draft. But back to Kincaid's car now on the passenger side, and I do not have a good camera to show you, but on the side of his car, he has rest in peace Digger, and that's referring to the Digger cam. And a little backstory of that, and we found out that everybody knows Stephen Light is a NASCAR driver. He drives in ARCA trucks and the Cup Series, but he actually killed the Digger cam at one of his races.
Oh my god, that is hilarious. Wow. I can't get a good camera angle on him either.
I couldn't either.
I'm
I was trying to.
surprised.
I was trying the right rear camera, couldn't see it. Trying the right front camera, couldn't see it. But Miles out there, Miles Stevens saying, "Let's hear from the Steven Nation." Yes, Miles Stevens out there rooting for the 47 of Zach Stevens, which caught him a win last night.
Oh,
Yeah.
actually, you know how
I was about to say, you were there. You were like, oh, like you didn't know.
yeah.
Oh, and the first caution is out, and the 44 is
You're
going to be,
right.
44 is going to be involved, and we're going to have to go back and take a look at that. So let's go back and take a gander. Looks
So
like,
I actually had a really nice view of that.
ooh, it looks like Chris Isaacs may have bounced it off the wall and started that. Yeah, so he bounces it off the safer barrier, and he goes right down the track, trying to correct it. 44 right there. Cody Brown gets a little bit of a tap on the back bumper in that, but the 44 got the worst end of it. A little bit of damage, and not a lot of damage to 3. The 44 is definitely going to have to probably go in and take a little bit of fast repair. Everybody making those evasive maneuvers. Lyle Mitchell barely making it by, but Kyle Chafin, he is going to be able to race another day. And yeah, it's a little bit beat up, but I think he'll be all right. Go in. I would let them try to fix whatever they can in the pits, and then go from there. Use the fast repair later. But first caution here at lap number 8. And there is Mitchell Stevens tuning in. So the Stevens Nation is out there rooting for their favorite driver. But while we are at it, let's go take a look at our driver cams. Our driver cams are, well, I got the mystery driver, but we got Mandarood Racing, and we got Zach Mecca. He is going to be in the top right, and Joe Munchel, he is going to be in the bottom right. And my mystery driver is going to be whoever I choose, and right now I'm going to be riding around with Mr. Robinette. 12 viewers out there on the stream, both sides. We appreciate y'all stopping by, spending your Wednesday evening with us here at Southern Broadcast Gaming Network. We always appreciate it. So blow up the chat. Let's hear hear the Steven Nation out there, and anybody else that's out there watching. Oh, Zach Mecca giving the 3 a little bit of a bump. All right, Amanda, we've seen the cars that are out there. You got Joe Munchel out there. He is in the Duncan Bucks 69.
Yeah.
So who you
No,
picking
I
for
could-
tonight's race?
I can only root for half of the car.
You can only root for half of that car.
Actually, I don't know if you've been to Dunkin' Donuts here lately, but and it's not really recent. It's like in the last 6 months or so. they added these bagel bites, cream cheese filled bagel bites to their menu. They're absolutely amazing. So yeah, I can grab me some bagel bites on my way to go get the coffee, and we don't tell the coffee people that I got breakfast already.
Bagel bites. That's like a
Yes, they
healthy
are.
donut.
They're like cream cheese filled.
Oh, that doesn't
Bagel
sound good. No.
You must not eat bagels.
No.
Well, that's why.
I like donuts, okay? I don't do the healthy stuff.
I mean, listen, I'm living on caffeine today, monsters and coffee, but
All right. Well, I see the YouTube side active, but what about the Twitch side? Do you have the Twitch side active?
let me take a look. Twitch is up. Yes, Twitch.
Oh,
Are
good
you
deal.
asking me if it's running?
Yes. Yes.
Yes, yes, it is up and running.
Good deal. I remember to turn it on.
'Cause I don't know if you know this, but I like to log into Twitch when we go live. That way I usually see it. Last night was like an exception to the rule.
Oh. All right, well, they're back in the Geico restart zone, and the green flag is out, and that number 27 of Darren Bruce. He was on the outside and did not get the best of restarts, and he has got that 64 all over the back bumper, trying to get that 27 on the move. A little bit of Toyota power behind that Ford. That might be, I don't know.
Red, white, and blue. That's all I got.
Red, white, and blue.
I saw the color scheme, and then they were like gone. It looked like, it reminds me of a popsicle.
Okay, so that might be the 23, maybe? I don't know.
I don't know.
23 of Jack Nudemacher. He doesn't really usually
No,
have.
24.
Okay, so
It's
the.
24.
All right, 24. Okay, okay.
Zach Mecca is playing peekaboo in his popsicle looking car. So, I don't know. Like, I've been cleaning and, working on cars and stuff. When you work on cars, you like to listen to music, and for some reason, these Holiday Inn cars have me cracking up tonight.
Caution, yellow flag.
And the caution is out once again, and it looks like the 43 and the 6 are going to be involved. So we're going to go back and take a look and see what happened there. Looks like that 6 is pretty much toast, and she has a broken tie rod on the right front of that car. So she has hit something pretty hard. Let's go back and take a look.
I didn't do it. It wasn't me this time.
Ooh, that looks like a little touching going on there to the left rear of the 43. So let's back it up just a little bit. Maybe we can get a better angle on that. Looks like she went a little bit high coming through the tri-oval, and then she dived her car low. She comes all the way down 3 lanes, and there's the 43, and good night. They are going towards the wall. Big hit on the 43, big hit on the 6. That crush, number 6, got crushed.
Oh no.
Oh no. Well, she may have to tow that car. I'm not exactly sure. She's got a lot of damage. She does have that fast repair, so she will be able to get it back out on the track. But that was definitely a hard hit on that 6 car, and she made it around, and now is going to dive it into the pits. Well, Miles Stevens out there saying DHD number 47, let's get 2 in 24 hours. And there is that number 47. Daytona Hydro Dip is going to be the sponsor of that ride. Nice looking ride, good looking work. If you haven't seen the ad, you can catch one of our broadcasts for Sunday night. We do run the ads on 4 Wide broadcast. So go check out that ad. Awesome work. Never thought about never even thought that stuff was even possible to do. But paint comes out great. Great designs that you can lay out on water. So definitely go check out that ad and also check out the information. So if you would like anything painted, you can send them the part and they'll get it painted up for you. Well, Amanda, you were kind of late joining in, so I don't have a side-by-side camera for you.
Oh. Do you want me to send you one?
Oh, yeah, if you want. There's a lot of, there. Oh, what happened? There we go.
I didn't do it.
No,
It was me.
that was me. I moved my mouse.
I saw it. Look, it's dogs.
No problem there, Mark. All right, they are back single file, so it looks like Stephen Light will be taking the green once again. Leading this field with Darren Bruce on the outside. Scott Healy right there on in the third position in that number 64. You got Chase Greer moving up to the fourth position. You got James Mandarud for Mandarud Racing. He is going to be moving up to fifth. Zach Stevens is going to be riding in the sixth position on this restart. Now the high line, if he can get a good restart, they can make this high line work, and it can be just as fast as that low line, just pretty much like Daytona and Talladega. So hopefully they can get lined up and nose to tail pretty quick, fast, and in a hurry, and maybe see that number 27 take the lead if they can all get lined up together.
All right, there you go with the link.
Yay! I got a link.
Green, green, green.
All right, green flag is out, and what a jump that the 99 got along with Scott Healy. They are pretty much 1 and 2 now, and they might stay to that low line. And here's Darren Bruce. He is going to drift down to the low line with Chase Greer in tow. And that 47, Balin Powell, he is going to be left to the sixth position. Mark Kincaid in that number 54. He is going to be moving up to the sixth position. He is one of the biggest movers of the race. He is up 11 positions, riding around in the seventh spot. Robert Gray, he is down 4 positions, but this could be one of those strategies where your tires are going to be very important. So he might be just hanging out, saving those tires, and going to work his way back up to the front here a little bit later. James Mandarud, he is riding around in the ninth position. He is given a push to that 03 of Robert Gray. Lyle Mitchell, he is going to be up to the 10th position, topping off the top 10. He is going to be the biggest mover of the race, up 12 spots from where he started. And my friend, Mr. Curtis Ecker, he is going to be taking over the 11th spot, up 9 spots from where he started. So a lot of big movers in this race so far, and it's getting pretty exciting as a look at the 5. He is going to work on the bottom side of the 51, and that's going to be James Mandarud. Is he going to be able to overtake? Oh, it looks like I think that was the 03, just fit himself in between that 5 and that 54 on that bottom lane. And it looks like Zach Mecca, he is going to be falling back just a little bit. He is going to be back to
11th.
Oh, 11th. With Zach Stevens right there. Now he's going to fall back to 11th.
It would be as soon as we say something.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like, oh, yep, nope. Just kidding. Just kidding.
Wow.
False alarm.
Lyle Mitchell now up to the 8th position. Now he is going to be up 14 position from where he started. Curtis Ecker, he is now going to be up 11 positions, riding around in the 9th. Now Curtis Ecker did finish very well last night. And, hopefully he is going to try to get a back-to-back podium finishes. Well, a lot of single file racing. I'm going to go side by side real quick. You're going to see just a blank screen for right now. We are going to get that fixed right up. And there we go. Now we have 2 screens. Thank you, Amanda.
You're welcome.
All right, so we can now watch the back and watch the front at the same time. And looks like we got a couple packs, forming here. We'll go to the blimp cam and just give you a idea. You got a 5-car pack right there, and then you have the full pack. Starting as ending with Zachary Margison. Zachary Margison is going to be the last car in that pack. Oh, and it looks like he may have scrubbed the wall just a little bit. Nope, I'm sorry. That was James Manderud. He scrubbed the wall just a little bit. And we'll go zoom back in and find out exactly if he got any damage from that. Yeah, he went way high up on the racetrack, and he did let everybody by safely. Doesn't look like a lot of damage to that car, but it does look like it affected a few positions. Well, we kind of figured this was going to happen. A little bit of single file racing, especially here in Atlanta. It is a draft dependent track. So it's going to be a single file racing for possibly 85% of the race. But we're going to see moves here and there. We're going to see the high line try to pick up. You're going to find out who your friends are as you try to take that high line.
It's a good song.
Yes, it is. Who sings it?
Why did I ask something like that? I wanna say
Tracy Lawrence.
But
Yes.
you know what? Stop talking to me. I was right.
You were right, but the buzzer went off because the timer ran out.
Right as I was
Doesn't count.
Stupid buzzer.
Ooh, we had another car in the wall. I don't know. I couldn't catch exactly who that was.
Let me go run it back for a second. I have mine set to exciting, so it likes to flip around for me.
Ooh, somebody was sideways. Did you see that?
Are you watching my screen?
Yes, I was.
I think. Hold on. It was a dark car, so I'm going to assume it was one of those 3.
And it looks like it's the 19.
It is. Let me see if I can switch this up. Yep. I'm so glad that these are not real cars.
Yeah, that may have hurt just a little bit. Now, Curtis Ecker, he is going to bring his car down the pit road, so he is going to have to take a fast repair because that tie rod is broken. That right front wheel is facing left, and I know that thing is very hard to steer. So he is going to have to use that fast repair. Maybe go ahead and take a set of tires while he's at it, and some fuel. We shall see that caution flag come out in about 45 laps. So halfway, we'll see that caution flag. But we'll go full screen. And right now, actually, let's take a ride with our drivers. And I'm going to ride with Mr. Zach Stevens. So, James Manderud, I did copy his link from his Facebook, and that's why you see all the information on there, Manderud Racing, along with his driver picture. So that's why you're seeing that, and it looks a little bit different because that is his live Facebook feed. But I do recommend, go check him out, Manderud Racing on Facebook. He puts on a lot of racing during the day when he's not at work, and he puts on a pretty darn good show as he is riding right there behind that 47 of Zach Stevens. There you have Zach Mecca up on the right, the top right screen. He is all over the back of Lyle Mitchell as they are coming through the trial oval, and you got Joe Munchel. He is going to be riding in the 12th position. So you pretty much have all 3 drivers that are that we're sharing the cabs with, Zach Stevens, James Mandarud, and Joel, right there all together. And so, yeah, that makes it pretty darn exciting.
I'm still rooting for one of these Holiday Inn cars. I'm not even gonna lie.
So, yeah, I agree. They are definitely some good drivers, and one of them is Mr. Chase Greer. He is going to be riding right there in the 4th position. So he is right there within reach of the lead, but I don't think he's pushing it that hard. You got one Toyota and one Ford up in the top 5. All the rest are going to be Chevrolets. So you got Stephen Light. He's going to be in 1st in his Chevrolet. Chase Greer is going to be the next Chevrolet in 4th. And all the way back here to Joe Munchel, he is going to be the next Ford. So everything in between is going to be all Chevrolets. And then it's going to be all Chevrolets behind him. Holy crap. We only got 3 Fords in this race and only 2 Toyotas. So kind of outnumbered here. And here comes our leaders about to pass Christopher Alkire. And once again, tonight's sponsor is Creative Promotions and Apparel. Go check them out. There's a website, www.creativepromo. Missed the rest of it.
Did you scroll it too fast?
Yep, I scrolled it. There it is. CreativePromoandApparel.com. That's what I thought it was. That is a new sponsor for the races. They decided to sponsor the Atlanta race. It's always an exciting race. But out front, it is pretty much a little bit of a 4-car pack that is breaking away, and it looks like who is that right there in front of the leaders? And that is going to be Curtis Ecker. Curtis Ecker is already some laps down, and he is looking to go another lap down. He is 2 laps down. He is trying to stay on the lead, trying to stay on this lap so he doesn't go 3 laps down, and there he's going to go 3 laps down. 4 cars are definitely faster than 1. Let's see if he can keep up. I don't know if he took tires or not, but those leaders are pretty darn fast. He's going to drop in the draft and hopefully keep, what he has and not fall back even further. But you got a 4-car battle there, and then you have this little bitty pack right here, and that's going to be about 6 cars on the lead lap, all right there with Christopher Alkire. He's going to be right there behind them. And he is actually 1 lap down. He has a chance to get the lucky dog if a caution comes out, and he can make it around Cody Brown, which is quite a ways ahead of him. Well, no, he's not quite a ways. He's right there in front of him. So Cody Brown's car is Mountain Dew. He's got the green and white. Kind of got me mixed up with the Holiday Inn cars as Robert Gray just played peekaboo.
Uh-oh. Oh.
He's back now.
Yeah, that was a real quick peekaboo. Bloop.
But after this little pack, let's see. James Mandarud is going to have a 4-pack of cars on his own, and that's going to be Mandarud, Munchel, Margerson, and Stevens all right there together. And that's going to be 10th through 13th, and 14th and 15th are going to be riding right there. That is going to be Jack Nudemacher and Kyle Chapin. So a couple little packs riding around together. And there you see how spread out they are. You got the 33, you got the 3, and you got the 35 in the pits right now. Not exactly sure what happened to them, but they have been there for just a little while. It looks like the 33 and the 3 may be coming out. And Matt Banky, he is going to be bringing his car out also. So pit stops are commencing, and it looks like they took some tires and fuel already here at lap 44. Uh-oh. I see an indicator of James Manderud, and he brought his car down pit road. So everybody is making their green flag pit stops here at about lap 44, coming to 45.
And you know, Richard, I'm looking at the field of cars we've got. This is a Chevy dominated race.
Oh goodness, the 27 is in the grass. Hope he does not get penalized for that. He he was in the grass coming into pit road. But go ahead.
I saw that. So yeah, we've got like 3 Fords and 2 Toyotas.
Yeah, it's kind of one-sided. I should have raced and put another Ford out there on the track, but it's okay. And it looks like Balin Powell was the leader, and he is going to bring his car down pit road and turn over the lead to Mr. Zach Mecca. Zach Mecca is up 5 positions. He had a black flag, so he had to go to the back, but now he has worked his way all the way up to the lead. Now he still does have to pit, but right now he is leading this race, and he'll get scored for leading some laps. Jack Nudemacher and Kyle Chafin are going to be still out there on the track. They're going to be running 2nd and 3rd. Cody Brown up 16 positions, along with Christopher Alkire, going to be running in 5th. Robert Gray going to be bringing his car out the pits. Now, they did a new digital scan, so it looks like pit road did, the entrance to pit road did move just a little bit from what I heard from the drivers. I have not had the chance to run the new digital scan yet, but looks like we have another leader, and that is going to be Jack Nudemacher. Jack Nudemacher still out there riding a nose to tail with that number 44 of Kyle Chafin, and they are going to be scored for leading a lap also. Let's see what lap they come in at. They are going to stay out there for another lap. Christopher Alkire going to be up 18 positions in 3rd. Let's see where our former leader was, and that is going to be Stephen Light. He is going to be right there, coming into turn number 3 and out of turn number 4. So let's put the track map back up, and let's see, the 99 is going to be coming into turn number 1. 43 is just now coming out of turn number 2 and down the backstretch into turn number 3. So they got about a 5-second gap in between those cars. Or excuse me, about a 4-second gap. And they are coming quick. And Jack Nudemacher is still staying out, leading some more laps. Good to see that 23 out there, leading some laps. He doesn't lead a lot, but he is today.
Hey, you know what?
What's up? I was waiting for more.
Oh,
You were like, you know what? I'm like, what?
Whereas,
Did you lose your train of thought there?
no, I'm sending children to bed. I did not realize.
Oh.
I mute myself. My bad.
Well, you know what? Okay.
You know that mom look?
Yeah.
You know what? Yup.
Well, we have now completed a third of the race, and right now we're riding around with Zach Stevens. Zach Stevens fell back to the 12th position after green flag pit stops. He has got the 88 of Zachary Margison right there behind him. Man, did you notice we have 3 Zachs in this race? We got Zach Mecca, Zach Stevens, and Zachary Margison. Zach for short.
I noticed Zach Mecca and Zach Stevens earlier, but now that you mention it, it's like, damn, there are 3 of them.
So, Old Glory has the Zach attacks. Well, Jack
Three
didn't.
Zacks and 2 Chris.
Yeah, so Zacks and Chris's are very, very common in in this particular race. Looks like Jack Nudemacher and the 44, they are going to be trying to put Lyle Mitchell down a lap. He is going to be the last car on the lead lap, and I'm wondering how long they are going to stay out. When did they pit last? Let's bring up our pit lap. Here we go. So they pitted at last at lap number 15 and 16. Everybody else pitted at lap number 44 and 46. Now the other one that pitted is going to be Christopher Alcar at lap number 16, and Zach Mecca, he pitted at lap 9 and 46. So let's look at our tower. And it still looks like they got about a 15-second lead over Light and Healy. And look at Christopher Alcar. He is staying up with this small little group. He is going to be right there in third. He's got a couple of lap down cars right there in front of him. So he's utilizing that draft from this little 5-car pack, riding around in. Oh, now he's going to drop to fifth. I thought he was in third.
Not no more.
Not no more.
You know, I've noticed that as soon as we start talking about them,
It changes.
they drop wherever they were. It's like, oh, nope, I'm out. I'm being seen. I gotta go.
All right, looks like Jack Nudemacher, he is going to drop down into the pits, and that's going to leave Kyle Chapin out there by himself in that number 44. Now, we saw the 44 get into a little bit of incident with the 3, and he got spun around, but now he's making that car work for him. Looks like Zach Stevens and the crew right there behind him, they are trying to get their lap back the hard way, and this is what they really need because Zach Stevens does have the draft right now. Zach Stevens riding in the 12th spot with Zachary Martinson. He is going to be right there in 13th. They have pretty much been drafting this whole time since they came out of the pit, and they have caught the 44, and they are going to get their lap back the hard way. Now back on the lead lap, so if caution does come out, they don't have to worry about that lucky dog. They'll start in position and not at the tail end of the longest line. It looks like they caught up to Jack Nudemacher. He is right there in front of them, but he is. I'm sorry, that wasn't Jack Nudemacher. Who was that? Oh, that's Lyle Mitchell in the number 5. And it looks like Kyle Chapin, he's going to bring his car down, and that's going to turn the lead back over to the 99 of Stephen Light. Stephen Light has the 64 of Scott Healy right on the heels, and there you have Christopher Alcar. He's going to bring his car down pit road. So they were able to go a little bit longer. Oh, he's going to be in the grass. He missed the pits. He's going to have to go all the way back around. That is going to be a penalty if he stops. Not what Christopher Alcar needed. He was running good in the 3rd position, but grass got him.
Sometimes that grass just reaches out and grabs you.
Yeah, you are absolutely right about that. And, you know, Darren Bruce, I think he paid the price for that also because he was in the grass when he came into the pits, and now he is going to be a lap down. So James Manderud is showing out what happened to there.
Let.
Oh, he's at the iRacing screen. Well, I do hate to see that. So, he is out of the race. But that's all right. We'll throw up another driver view. That's okay. And of course, I gotta adjust your screen.
You know what? That sounds like a personal problem.
Oh, I hate to see that there, James. Well, James, I really appreciate you letting me share your Facebook stream. It was definitely a blast to tune in to your Facebook live stream and have it on our stream. So thank you for that. We hope to see you next time. If not, I will definitely catch you on your live stream when you're racing. I will definitely tune in and come and join you. But we will go back. Not a problem, my friend. We will go back full screen and we will get rid of the pit strategies because we no longer need that because everybody has made their pit strategy. Matt Bakey going to be the first car 1 lap down. Kyle Chafin, he is going to be the second car 1 lap down. Darren Bruce is going to be the third car 1 lap down with Joel Munchel a lap down and Curtis Ecker running in 17th. So a lot of very few cars running in or on the lead lap. It looks like the last car on the lead lap is going to be Robinette. And there you see he is running right there behind Chris Isaac, Joel Munchel, and he's got Cody Brown right there in tow. Let's go check in on our 4 wide guys, and these guys have pretty much linked up, and with them running the same paint scheme, I can't tell who is who, and unless I look at the names on the relative there. But you got the 40 and 03 right there, both together. Coming down the front stretch, they have pretty much linked up. This could be a good maneuver for them as they are teammates. $14 viewers out there on the stream. We appreciate y'all stopping by, no matter if it's the Facebook, YouTube, or the Twitch channel. We appreciate y'all stopping by, spending your evening with us as we are here. We're almost halfway there. We will see a stage break coming here very shortly within the next 10 laps or so. Now it's going to be 9 as they come to the line. And they're all in hot pursuit of this guy right here. That is going to be Stephen Light. He is going to be lead them all. He has led the most laps for tonight. We've seen a couple of lead changes while under green flag pit stops. But Scott Healy right on his heels, been there all night long. He's got a couple of lap down cars right there trying to follow suit, trying to get their laps back the hard way, and that is going to be Matt Banky. He is first car 1 lap down, and you got Curtis Ecker. He is a couple laps down, but he could use one of those laps back so he can fight for the lucky dog when the caution does come out. Amanda, what are you seeing back there?
Sitting here watching everybody pass Brianna.
That's not nice.
I'm just listen, I'm just telling you what's on my screen, sir.
Yep, that's going to be Jack Nudemacher making his pass. She's down 9 positions from where she started, but like I said, I mean it's so much different compared to everybody that has the force feedback wheels and everything. It is so much different to race with a controller, and her and Matt Banky. I have to say, a few mistakes here and there, but without that force feedback on the controller, it is a very tough thing to race. These cars are very tough. The trucks are very tough on that controller. Everybody else has that force feedback. You can tell when the truck is getting loose. With the controller, you're just looking at visual effects to see what the car is doing. So, my hat's off to him. I couldn't do it.
I mean, honestly, I'm not sure. I know, and I don't know about with iRacing, but I can tell you that with other racing video games with the controller, it has some feedback to it. But like I said, I've never done it with iRacing, so I can't be like, oh yeah, it's like
that. Mark Stevens out there saying thank you for the broadcast. Well, you're welcome. We're glad to be here. Unless you're talking about to James, All right, so you got one of the Holiday Inn cars for the win. Is that right?
Yes.
All right, so you got Stephen Light, you got Scott Healy, you got Zach Mecca, and you got Mark Kincaid. He is going to be the biggest mover as of right now in the race. He is up 14 positions, right around in fourth. The caution is going to come out. He does have a fast car. He's come from the back, worked his way up to the front. So I'm going to say Mark Kincaid.
Okay. Okay.
My third pick is going to be. I can't pick the Holiday Inn cars because you got one of those. So my third pick is going to be Zach Stevens, as he just moved up to the eighth position, and he's got a little bit of a battle with the 88, as he is going to let the 88 right on by. He's got the 5 right there. Lyle Mitchell up 13 spots, so we got a pretty good battle for the biggest mover of the race. And look at Zach Stevens. He is trying to hold his own on that outside, and there you see those two were able to make the pass, and he's going to tuck him right behind the 5. There you have Chris Isaacs and Trent Robinette. Some other good cars out there. So it's a very hard decision, but I'm going to say Mark Kincaid, Zach Stevens, and Balin Powell. Those are going to be my 3 picks.
Okay.
Caution.
Oh, and there is the caution. And Natural Ball Killer is going to say Powell is going to win. Isn't that Mark?
Yeah.
Oh, he took my pick. Oh, I can't pick him now.
Sure you can, because he's not broadcasting.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay. Well, the caution is out.
I'm trying to find the Mountain Dew car.
That's the number 17. That is going to be Cody Brown.
Oh.
He is riding around in the 17th spot. 17 and 17th.
Okay.
All right, so we are under our third caution. This is going to be for the stage break. Zach Stevens is going to take home the points for the stage. Scott Healy, second. Third is going to be Zach Mecca, Mark Kincaid, and Balin Powell is going to be your top 5 at the stage. All right, I'm going to let you pick who you're going to interview for the stage
I'm
break.
gonna
Yeah, who you're going to interview for the stage break.
Lord. I mean, we could always bring in the Starkin car.
Yeah, you could do that. Yeah.
Or let's see. Alrighty.
Mark said, I'm just a civilian tonight, sir. Well, appreciate you stopping by there, Mark. Get that chat going. Very interesting strategy from the 3 of Chris Isaacs. Chris Isaacs decided not to pit. He is going to stay out and lead a lap. But that strategy just went out the window because now he's coming into the pits. So there is no strategy there. I'm just going to lead a lap and I'm going to pit.
All right. So I found Kincaid.
All right. Well, bring him on up and let's talk to him.
All right.
Or you could talk to him, actually.
Hey, Mark. Got
Yep.
Richard and the man up in the booth. You got a copy.
I do.
All right. So far, sir, you are the biggest mover of the race.
Yeah, my plan was just starting it back and ride back there, and then I kind of just ended up here. So they were being pretty safe, so I figured I'd just keep it up here.
Well, tell us how
Is
the
it
track is feeling for, as it heats up and cools down. How is that reacting to the car?
Yeah, the track's alright. I went the whole first run without a set of tires, so it was pretty tight there at the end. But besides that, I mean, I had to see what it feels like on this new set of tires, but I hadn't noticed that much of a change, I don't think.
Well, you're starting out on that outside compared to the inside line. Which is the most preferred line of your choice?
For me right now, I'd rather be on the inside, just not due to speed or nothing. I just want to be down there so I can get on the apron if anything happens, So I'll be trying to work my way back down there.
Absolutely. Well, Meta, this is your interview. I'll let you finish it up.
All right. So, Mark, do you have any plans for how you're going to handle the rest of the race, or are you just going to kind of keep winging it for the night?
Yeah, I'm probably just gonna keep riding, get in where I fit in till the end. Just try to keep it clean.
Awesome, awesome. Well, it looks like everybody is starting to get back out. So I will put you back where you were,
Green, green,
sir,
green.
and good luck with the rest of the race.
Alrighty, thank you.
You're welcome.
All right, well, they are back green, and that front row definitely did get a good jump on that restart, but the second row got an even better jump as Zach Mecca, he is working his way on the outside of the 11 of Balin Powell. Balin Powell trying to hold tight on that outside line, or that inside line, but he has got the draft help from the 24, the 64, and the 99. So it looks like the 11 is going to have that draft help. Here comes the 40 and the 03. That's going to be Robert Gray and Chase Greer. Chase Greer trying to get his way around that 54. That was the one we just talked to, and it looks like they are going to be able to draft around him because that high line is not formed as well as the low line. So it looks like the 54 was able to dive it down in between the 03 and Zach Stevens. Zach Stevens trying to utilize that draft from the 54 and catch up to his running mates, the 03 and the 40, but he's going to have to get around that 54 if he wants to get nose to tail with that 03 and 40. So here they come down the front stretch. They do not want to play around for too long because that 3-car pack has been able to break away before, and they don't want to see that again. If they see that and the caution does not come out, that's going to destroy their chances of winning. But as of right now, they have that draft, and they got a pretty good car leading that secondary pack. Joel Munchell is going to be listed the first car one lap down. There you see him in that Duncan Bucks, or what'd you call it?
Starkin.
Oh, the Starkin car.
The Starkin car.
Half Dunkin', half Starbucks.
Starbucks comes first, sir.
No.
Yes.
Ew. Coffee tastes like
Other
dirt. Military coffee tastes better than that. And it tastes like turpentine.
Starbucks is better.
No, I do like their white chocolate mocha latte. That is kind of one of my favorites.
Okay. Fair enough.
But that's the only one I'll drink. Everybody loves chocolate. Ooh, and we got the 40 looking on the inside of the 11, and he was able to get there. The 11 tried to close the door, but the 40 was already there, so he had to go back up the track, and now he lost 2 positions, one to the 40 and one to the 03 of Robert Gray. Those Holiday Inn cars, they're making their way up to the front. Oh, then now they're going to look to the outside. Chase Greer going to nose out to the outside. Did not have Robert Gray go with him. I guess he thought it was just a little bit too soon. Here at lap 84, they're going to be still lined up, nose and tail. They do have to draft up the 24. Can they make that high line work and pass these 3 up front? These 3 have been working together, or at least the top 2 have been working together pretty much all night, nose to tail, and now they have the 24 of Zach Mecca right there in the mix, and Stephen Light and Zach Mecca do work together quite a bit, but let's see if these 4 wide boys have anything for the top 3.
You know, Richard, with the way that these 2 guys are driving, Chase Greer and Robert Gray, you would almost think that they need to have the paint schemes from Talladega Nights.
What?
Ricky Bobby and his buddy.
Yes.
slingshot. Just saying.
One second. Go ahead and take it over for a second.
All right. Well, we're sitting here watching the top five. Let's take it back a little bit and see. Everybody seems to be, for the most part, in the top five at least, single file racing. Further back, the next five are not exactly. Looks like herding cats. Looks like Zachary Martinson's trying to make his way up. And, oh, they took it 3 wide for a moment. Well, I guess more than a moment. You've got the Starkin car. You have the 47 of Zach Stevens, the Hydro Dip, and he is going off track. What just happened there? No wreck, but obviously he's going to go back at least 2, 3, 4 positions there. Lyle Mitchell and Joel Munchell is a lap down. He's just cruising through. Just gonna pop in the line like, don't mind me, boys. At the 54 of Mark Kincaid, making his way around the 11 of Balin Powell. Looks like Joel Munchell is working on getting his lap back. Go back to the front and see what's going on up there. So it looks like Chase Greer and Robert Gray may be trying to utilize that outside line to make their way to the front.
Yeah, I think you're absolutely right about that. They are trying to utilize that high line, but, you know, with the bottom line being so fast and these cars being pretty much tucked under, you don't see a lot of movement out of the top 3. So that's going to make it very hard for Chase Greer and Robert Gray to get around them because they are tucked up so close together. And there you see the 99 kind of move up the track, kind of take the arrow away from that outside line, and the 40 still hanging tough on that outside line. Now, if Robert Gray can get there, give that 40 a little bit of a push, they might have a chance if they can get it to the outside on the backstretch. Or let's see what these cars doing. Okay, they're going to go out to the outside. Can they use these lap down cars right there in front of them to their advantage? Let's see who that is going to be. That is going to be the 23 right there in front of them. So can they use the 23 as a little bit of a, I don't know, blocker?
Buffer, maybe?
PC bro says somebody wreck Zach Stevens so he can come play games with me. Thanks. That's on the Twitch side. Well, no, I don't think that is gonna happen because there's Zach Stevens right there. He is actually 14th. Not the best of positions, but anything can still happen.
So, unfortunately, I am not racing, therefore I cannot wreck anybody because we all know how I race. In the wall.
And look at him go on this outside line all by himself. He's going to try to overtake the 44 of Kyle Chafin. And that is going to be for a position. Kyle Chafin is on the lead lap, but he's not going to be able to get there by himself. Now Christopher Alkire, he is right there behind the 47. Maybe the 47 can get a little bit of help from the 43. But as of right now, if those two can lock up, if they have, you know, clean cars, they might be able to make something happen. But as for right now, he's going to tuck behind the 33 of Robinette and Chris Isaacs.
Yeah.
Well, 15 people out there on the stream. Appreciate y'all stopping by. I'm sorry if they don't wreck anybody so they can come. I'm sorry if they don't wreck Zach, you know, so he can come play games with you. But as of right now, he still has a good shot, and I want to look at the pit strategies because I think he is on a little bit different pit strategy than everybody else. Let's see. Oh, I had to change that just a little bit, and no, he's on the same pit strategy. It looks like Kyle Chafin, his last pit stop was at lap 57. Looks like Stevens was at lap 76. So, and there is the battle box for you. It shows everybody that is battling for positions and what cars are laps down and what cars are not. So you got we'll go up here to this little pack, and we still got the two Holiday Inns of Chase Greer and Robert Gray right there, still in 4th and 5th, still trying to stay behind that 24, that 64, and that 99. And I believe these two are on a strategy. We're gonna go to our driver views, and Amanda, if you want to take Chase Greer, I'll take Robert Gray.
All right. Listen, I told you those guys, they've got the shake and bake thing going on.
I believe they're just saving their tires. That's what I believe they're doing.
They are doing something, and I'm not sure.
Ooh, wrong one. There we go. Whose car are you on?
Chase Greer.
Oh.
You-
I thought you were on Robert Gray, and I'm like, that's not a Holiday Inn car.
No, you just told.
I know. I'm just messing with you.
Oh, Lord.
Just messing with you.
You've been talking to my parts guy, haven't you?
Maybe.
Because he's been messing with me all week.
Maybe.
Lord.
So Zach Mecca, I'm looking at his driver view, and it looks like he does not have his trading paints up to date, or I don't have mine up to date because the 64 is a different color than what I am seeing on my stream. And also Zach, also Stephen Lights, his car is a little bit different. So I'm hoping that's just his camera.
I don't know. It might be you.
I don't know. I don't think so. But still, like I said, pretty good racing up front. Still nose to tail. We got 3 driver cams that are up front, and that's gonna. Oh, there you go.
What happened?
It just glitched out a little bit.
Ooh.
It's all good. It's a back.
Obviously, it didn't blink out for too long.
No.
What?
I'm just reading the back of the 40.
It was only a matter of time.
I saw it last night, but it's still funny today.
I did not see it last night. So when I logged in and I saw matching cars, I'm like, oh, that's cool. And then I was like, whoa, oh, really?
All right, we'll go back full screen and see what's happening on the track. See who is making moves and who is not. Cody Brown right there in that little 5-car pack. The leader's right there in front of him. Cody Brown is still, he is 3 laps down, so he is trying to fight to get one of those laps back. You got, let's go through the field just a little bit. You got Stephen Light right there in first. He started there, and he is hoping to finish there here tonight. In second, we got Scott Healy. He started on the outside of the pole position, and he is still running right there. He has got this Atlanta track down pat. As you can see, he has pretty much nose to tail here at lap number 106. We only got 45 laps to go. You know that? So this race is going by pretty quick.
Not.
Yeah, we're at lap 106 out of 150. Now 107. There you have Zach Mecca. He's up 3 positions. He did qualify in the top 10, but he got a EOL, so he had to start all the way at the back, and he worked his way all the way up to third, and doing pretty well. We talked to him earlier, and he took it easy and was gonna just try to work his way up as clean as he could, and he's definitely kept that number 24 clean, and they've kept it green. There we have Mr. Chase Greer. Mr. Chase Greer had a good evening last night. Finishing on the podium, you got Robert Gray. He is going to be riding in the fifth position. He started in fourth. He's down 1 position. Him and Chase Greer have switched positions. Zachary Martinson. Now, Zachary Martinson in that 88 now. He started 11 spots back. He is actually tied. He is actually not the biggest mover, but he is tied with the second biggest mover, and that's going to be Mark Kincaid. Mark Kincaid riding around in the 7th position. He is up 11 spots also, looking to gain some more spots. Riding around in 8th is going to be Balin Powell. That is going to be Mark's pick for the night. As you can see, they just passed the 27 of Darren Bruce. Darren Bruce not doing the greatest here at Atlanta. The biggest mover of the race really and truly is going to be Lyle Mitchell. He is up 13 positions from where he started. So that is a big accomplishment, riding around in the top 10, trying to make a pass on that number 11 and move up to 14 positions up. 10th is going to be Mr. Matt Banky. He is right. He's going to top off our top 10. Up 4 positions where he started. This is going to be our other controller driver, doing a pretty darn good job holding on to that top 10. No challengers around him, so I'd say he can kind of relax, save those tires just a little bit, not race as hard, and maybe have those tires there at the end. All right, man, I'm going to go side by side and let you go through your half of the field. Amanda? All right, I don't know where she went. Disappearing. All right, well, we'll go back through the field, and we're going to go to 11th position. That's going to be Chris Isaacs. Chris Isaacs is 2 positions up from where he started this race, riding around in 11th. You got Trent Robinette. He is going to be down 1 position from where he started in this race. He is going to be riding around in the 12th position. Not a bad race for him, finishing if he can finish off in the top 15. Glad to see him back. He is a North Carolina State Trooper. Glad to see him back out on the track. I know they work long hours, so hats off to him for the work that he does. Definitely a hard job, I should know.
Back.
Oh, you're back.
Yeah.
Okay, well, you want to go through 13th on back?
Sure.
Well, we're side by side, so it's all you.
All right. Well, let me go back here. All right. Currently sitting in 13th is going to be Zach Stevens. 14th is going to be Joel Munchell. 15th is Darren Bruce. Kyle Chapin is currently sitting in 16th. Cody Brown in 17th. Christopher Allkire has disappeared in the 18th position. Jack Newmacher in 19th. Brianna Laurent back here in 20th. Curtis Ecker in 21st. And James Manderud in 22nd. And so far in the second half of the pack, Darren Bruce is up 12 no, he is down 12 positions. Lyle Mitchell's up 13 positions from where he started. Currently the biggest his heats. And now it looks like we have quite a few taking. They are. Now Zachary Martinson has moved up to take that top spot, up 16 positions from where he started, followed closely by Christopher Isaacs, who is now up 11 positions from where he started. Trent Robinette's going to take over that third position spot, and Zach Stevens is going to take over fourth. Looks like Robert Gray and Chase Greer are coming out of the pits, followed by Stephen Light.
The
Joel
yellow flag is
Munsell, I
out.
got an indicator, says Trent Robinette crash. Oh. All gas, no tires. It's the Lightning McQueen strategy. All gas, no tires.
Hey, what's going on? We were just stopping, getting 2 tires, and rolling on with it. But the caution happened, and everything worked out well for us. So we were just doing a crapshoot on that one. So we wasn't planning on the yellow flag on this one. So we'll see what happens when we go back green. Oh yeah, they're gonna be fine. We were saving them on that long run. We were just taking our time. The lefts are actually eating up more than the rights during this race, which is new to me. I don't race these cars very much, so I'm feeling pretty comfortable where I'm at right now. No, we were actually doing that the same tires. We weren't trying to make a run at all. We were just arcing into the turn more to get better tire wear. Yep, thank you very much. Appreciate you, bud.
What's that?
Green flag, green flag.
Oh, Echo. Sorry about that.
You have an echo?
No.
Oh!
Oh my goodness! And who? That was.
Somebody made contact with Robert Gray and he went off track.
No caution for that.
Are we side by side?
We will go side by side because I'm interested to see what happened there. Now there you have the 90,
Yellow flag is out.
and we do have Matt Banky showing a crash. We'll go take a look at that in just a second. Now there you see the 99 pushing the 11 through the corner. No.
Yes, I changed the view just a little bit.
Oh yeah, I see that.
All right.
He may have got a little bit too close.
Looks like there may have been some bump draft going on there.
Yeah, there's bump draft coming out of turn number 4, and guess where? The 11's going right into the 33. Now, there was a little bit of net code, but the caution did come out. Matt Banky brought out the caution. Go ahead and...
Let's go see what happened with Matt. So it's actually telling me that he crashed twice. So let's take a look and see. Well, that's obviously more than just Matt crashing. So,
Was that the 11?
let's make our way up. You know what?
What in the world are you doing?
I was working through the field, but apparently
All right, go to Lyle Mitchell, the number 5. Because it looks like he's already got some contact made.
oh, there is some contact there. So let's
And that's what Chase Greer, 54, is going to be involved.
all right. Let's take it slow-ish. Let's do
5 right behind the 99 up on the high line. Looks like the 5 is giving a little bit of a bump draft coming into turn number 3. Now 40 slides up the track just a little bit. All right, 40 makes a
There's-
little bit of contact right there.
with the 5.
5 comes back up the track and takes that and gets into the 54. 54 pretty much Tokyo drifts it. Oh my goodness, what a save for the 54. If he didn't collect any more damage, man, that is going to be awesome. And oh my goodness, look at the 3 of Chris Isaacs just barely squeaking by without any damage, and the 35 is going to go right into the wall.
That's a shame. Robert Gray is holding it down in 7th position.
Hang on, we're not going
Where
green.
is
Not
his
going
teammate?
green.
Trent Robinette holding it down by himself up front. Stephen Light playing peekaboo.
Disappointed that we're not going to have to go into Indianapolis.
Not hearing broadcasters on stream.
Yeah, I've already fixed that.
Oh, okay.
So Curtis Ecker says, disappointed that we are going to have to go into Indianapolis next week as basically a must-win for the playoffs after tonight. Man, Curtis, I hate to see that. Indianapolis can be a very fun track. So I know you got this, my friend. Hey, hold your head up and give it all or nothing. Well, it looks like the pace car lights are still on, so we are still going to take another lap around. You got a 33. He is going to be scored the leader as of right now. He does have control of the restarts coming. We will go green with 22 laps to go. You still only have 11 cars on the lead lap. Scott Healy, he is going to be back there in 11th. He is going to be the first car one lap down. There you have the 40 and the 03. They got into some incidents. It looks like the 40 still has a little bit of right front damage. Hopefully that does not affect his car any. But I want to point out, look at Chris Isaacs. Chris Isaacs is up there in the top 10, riding around in 6th right now. He's going to be restarting 6th in that Genesis Aviation number 3. Zach Stevens is going to be right there behind him in 8th. So a couple strong cars on that high side. Let's see if they got what it takes to overtake the low lane. And it looks like the pace car lights are off, and we're going to be going green this time. All right, looks like that pace car is going to be diving off the track and letting these horses run as we got one Ford up there, and all Chevrolets back all the way back to 9th. So that one Ford is going to be Joel Munchel, and he is going to be in that 4th position right there behind that 99 on that outside. And look at the 33 go. It's going to be the 33 and the 88 right there on the inside, and the 99 and the 69 on the outside. The lonely Ford, that's going to be that
Distracting car.
yes, that's it. I forget what you call it. But 33 going to block the high line. He is going to try to control this field, and they're going to leave the 99 up top, try to fend for it all by himself with the 88 and the 69 pretty much all pushing together. And look at that 40. He has got Zach Stevens right there behind him, and Chase Greer is right there behind that 69 with a little bit of, he has a little bit of right front damage, but that is not slowing that race car down. Chris Isaacs up there in the mix. He is going to be running in the 5th position. And it is pretty much a side-by-side battle all the way back to, it looks like, oh no, it's not going to be the 11th position. All the way back to, looks like Scott Healy is going to be the last one in this pack. Oh my goodness, Lyle Mitchell. He gets into the back of the 03 and sends him to the wall. So go ahead and rewind that and play that back and let me know when you're there, and we'll go side by side so we can see exactly what happened, because that 3 hit the outside wall very hard.
Let's see. Oh, yes we did. Looks like he bounced a little bit. Let's change our view. Bar chase. There we go.
You side by side? Ready?
Ready when you are.
All right, roll with it.
All right, so let's slow it down just a little bit so we can see exactly what happens here. Looks like we got a lot of. We're not sure what's going on here.
Ooh, that was
24 gets inside of the 03. The 03 bounces back. The 5 barely evades hitting anything.
so. That was not the 5 contact from the
Getting-
5. That was contact from the 24. 24 sliding up the track. Or let's go to the, yeah, go to the 24 and rewind it one more time. Let's take a closer look. All right.
Oh, you're right. It was the 24. The,
Yeah.
No, the 5 evaded.
Yeah, I saw that.
That's probably what I was talking about.
All right, so very hard to tell if they may have met in the middle, one coming up and one coming down for the transition of the track. So it's very hard to see exactly what happened. So we're just gonna call that a racing incident. It looks like the 3 may be retiring it. Not exactly sure, but we'll go back to full screen for now and see this race up front. And we still have a couple, the 4 wide guys have two cars out there, and that's going to be that 47 and that 40 of Chase Greer. And look at the 64. He is going to have a run on the outside. That is going to be that lonely Toyota in the top 10, and that is going to be Mr. Scott Healy. Scott Healy has been running very well here tonight, and he is going to try to work his way around Chase Greer. Chase Greer on that low lane, being pushed by that Daytona Hydro Dip number 47 of Zach Stevens, with Steven Nation out there in the chats. Always appreciate them, stopping by. Those guys were, definitely had us rolling in the chats, along with Captain America. Hate to see that he's not on the stream tonight, because he's a pretty funny guy.
He is funny. We like the old captain.
Yep.
Damn, he was frozen for so long.
Well, Scott Healy making it up to the 5th position. We saw him lock bumper to bumper with that 99. He is slowly but surely trying to make his way back up to the back bumper of that 99. But we have Stephen Light right there in the lead with the 33 of Trent Robinette right there in second. Joel Munchel, he is in that 3rd position. That number 27 of Derek Bruce, he is not a lead lap car, but so he is the buffer in between the top 2. With Zachary Marchison, he is going to be right there in 4th. And
Caution, yellow flag.
Yellow flag is out. I don't see anybody slow on the track. We'll bring up the track map and see if the 43 and the 54 are slow on the backstretch. So let's go back here to Mark Kincaid. Oh, he may have got a little bit of help. I don't know, but let's stop that.
The 47 tapped the wall.
All right, looks like the 24 is riding that back bumper. Does he make a little bit of contact to the 54? Oh, yeah. 54 is, or 54 is pretty much going to go right up to the wall, and that's going to send that 54 Primary Arms Chevrolet to the safer barrier on the outside. Well, oh my goodness, Matt Banky and Christopher Alkire, innocent bystanders in that. Tried to make an evasive maneuver, but Mark Kincaid going to have to tow that car. He has that right rear wheel damage, so he's going to have to take it to the garage by towing. And there you see that right rear is pretty much toast. Well, it's definitely heating up as the laps are winding down. Stephen Light, Trent Robinette, Joel Munchel, Zachary Margison, Chris Isaacs, Scott Healy, Zach Stevens, all in the mix. You had a couple guys go down pit road for a little bit of repairs. That's going to be Chase Greer. Here comes the 24 of Zach Mecca. So still a lot of fast cars out there on the track. 12 cars on the lead lap. Mark Kincaid did go a lap down. and he is back out on the track. Went a lap down, probably due to towing. Mark Stevens says, we're still here. The Steven Nation. Oh. All right, Amanda, how do you think the last few laps are going to go? We are going to probably go to back green flag racing. Well, we actually are going to go back green flag racing with 10 laps to go. You got some cars that went in and took their last set of tires.
You know, Richard, it's been a hell of a race. And it's also been kind of messy.
You think it's going to get
And-
messier?
I think it's going to maintain its level of messy.
All right, I can go with that.
I say at least one more wreck.
At least one more wreck. Yeah, I agree with that.
At least one more. I'm just saying.
Zach Stevens, along with his teammate of Chase Greer, right there behind him. Robert Gray, I do think he retired his car, but there are some of those 4 wide guys still in this. One of the lonely Toyotas left in the race out of the so we have 2 Toyotas. One of them is going to be Jack Nunemacher. There he is. He is hanging tough right there in the 18th spot, a couple laps down, but that's okay. He's going to be here to finish it. We are going to go back green.
Green flag, green flag.
His car just jumped.
Green flag is out, and look at the jump that Stephen Light got on that inside line. Well, Trent Robinette, he is going to be trying to fight with the 88 right there in tow. So that's going to be Chevrolet power against Ford and Toyota power on the inside. Who's going to be able to prevail, nobody knows, as the 99 is going to give a little bit of draft to that 69, but here comes Trent on that outside. He is going to be working with the 88 of Zachary Martinson, and he is going to try to push that 33 to the lead. Not going to be able to get there this time. Ooh, a little bit ooh, be careful there, fellas. The 11 almost got into the 47. 47 is going to be right there.
Caution,
Oh,
yellow flag.
And there it is.
that kind of did sound like an auctioneer. I'll give you that one.
Listen, Richard is gonna go get licensed to be an auctioneer, y'all. He's
You
getting
gotta have a
licensed
license for that?
Yes. You didn't know that?
No.
Oh my God. Yes.
All right, here is what we saw, and no contact between the 11 and the 47, but there was contact between maybe the 5 and the 17. The 5 maybe got into the 17 just a little bit. The 17 got into the wall, on the outside wall, and there goes the 24. He is going to be spun around. 54 does make it by, and I believe the 54 is going to get his lap back. 24 smacks the outside wall very hard. The 44 just put on spin cycle. Innocent bystander in and all. Will he stay out of the wall? Ooh, no, I don't believe he's going to. He's going to make a little bit of contact with that outside wall also. All right. Well, there was your one caution. You think there's going to be one more? Don't lie.
Maybe.
Don't be lying.
Maybe. Maybe.
All right.
I'm thinking maybe.
All right. Well, the 54 is going to get his lap back, so he is going to be back on the lead lap. Glad to see that Primary Arms Chevrolet back on the lead lap. Going to be able to battle for some position. He's going to be scored in the 12th position, but should be able to make that up pretty quick, fast, and in a hurry. Now, you do have Joel Munchel right there on the outside of Stephen Light. He is the biggest mover of the race, up 14 spots from where he started this race. Got Chris Isaacs right there in fourth, going to be starting right behind him. Scott Healy is going to be right there behind Stephen Light, where he pretty much started, pretty much where he's been most of the night until that caution came out under the green flag pit stops. I think there's going to be 2 more.
2.
Yeah. I could be wrong.
I mean, that's been awfully, I don't know, wreck-inspired.
Wow. Okay, so Natural Bald Killer has subscribed to our Twitch. Thank you, Mark. We really appreciate that. Well, you know, we do have the race leader right there. We got about 1 to go. Let's bring him up and see what he's thinking on this restart. Does he have the tires to finish it out? Let's find out. Steven, this is Richard and Amanda up in the booth. You get a copy?
Yes, sir.
Well, you've been out here leading a lot of laps. That Chevrolet is pretty much gone with the win. Do you think you have what it takes to hold off that 99 and that 64 to bring home that win?
Well, I got my teammate behind me now, so that's going to be a big help here on this restart. It was normal. Seems like every week for the last 3 weeks, almost 4 weeks now, every time we decide to pit late in the race, there's a caution catching us all a lap down. I don't know what we got to do to fix that luck, but luckily we've been able to be smart, get ourselves back in position here, and now that I got a teammate with me, I'm looking forward to the finish of this thing.
Absolutely. Well, it's going to be a good one. Fight it to the finish, and we hope to talk to you after the race.
Sounds good, guys.
Have a good one. All right, sending him back down to his chat and looking to go back green this time by. We only have 5 laps to go once they hit that start-finish line until the checkered flag flies.
And you said 2 more wrecks?
Yes.
Green, green, green.
And a good restart on that inside, the 99 with the 64. That is going to be his teammate. So it's going to be Chevrolet and Toyota on that inside line, followed by the 33 of Trent Robinette. Robinette is going to tuck in behind the 64, try to get a little bit of that draft. I'm sorry, 69 is going to tuck in behind the 33, and he is going to try to get a little bit of that draft. Look at Zach Stevens. He is going to be pulling up into the 5th position, and we got a wreck behind him. That's going to be a wreck number 1. They are, who was that? I don't know. That is going to be the 43 and the 44. They got into it. 4 laps to go, and no caution has flown. I'm very surprised, unless they did not turn around. But look at this. Look at this Daytona Hydro dip at number 47 of Zach Stevens. He's going to be working on the outside of Joel Munchel. He is going to be side by side with Trent Robinette. He is going to be right there in front of him. Come down and turn number 3. They are all battling for the same position. You got the 69. You got the 99, the 64, and the 69 on the high side. You got the 33 and the 47 reverse that. They are on the low side. You got the 33 and the 47 and the 40 now joining them on the high side. So we have 3 laps to go. Will we see another caution? Nobody knows, but it is getting hot and heated up here at the front. You got the 33 getting really close to the 64. He is trying to use a little bit of that side draft and slow that inside line down, and he did so far. He's got the 2nd position. Can he hold it? Here comes the 47. He is going to be fighting along side by side for the 4th position. He is going to take the position. So now we are looking at a new leader. You got the 33 and the 47. They are looking. The 47 is looking for a back-to-back win as he won last night in the trucks at Bristol. Oh, the 33 just pretty much bails on him, bails on the highline, but don't worry, that 47 has the 40 of Chase Greer right there behind him. They're going to lead the 33 on the bottom side. Can they get the run off coming to the white flag? And the 47 is going to be holding the third position. Oh, the 11 is a little bit out of shape. He almost touched the wall, but here comes that 47 and the 99 and the 64. 1, 2, and 3 with the 33 in tow coming across the start-finish line. This is going to be the final lap. Can the 47 get a nice little run on the outside and maybe have a podium finish? Oh, the teammates are going to be blocking. He's going to go to the inside. Oh, my goodness, the 64 is going to be spinning. This is the last lap. Can the 47 hold on? They're going to be 3 wide. Trent Robinette is going to be on that high side. 40 in the middle. 47 on the bottom. Oh, who's the 69 going to go with? Oh, oh my God, what a finish that was. Wow. I got to go back and look at that because that was just crazy. They were 3 wide coming through 3 and 4. Nobody touched anybody. The 69 of Joel Munchel, he wanted a piece of that action. He was going to try to make his car fit. It's like trying to park, I'm going to say, an RV where a smart car should park. Right there. There it is. Bumps the 33. And Chase Greer able to keep it straight. The 47 of Zach Stevens is going to bring home second. So that was a nice little finish. The 33 was able to finish in the 4th position with Joe Munchel. He is going to finish in 5th. Joe Munchel, not a bad job by that 69, trying to make something work for him. But he is still the biggest mover. Go ahead, Amanda.
Oh, I'm just watching the playback online. Yeah, I thought you were gonna say something like, somebody parking a Suburban where a smart car goes.
No, that was a motorhome. All right. Well, we got a top 3. Let's go through our finishing order before we bring up the top 3, and then we'll give them their minutes of fame. But the finishing order is as followed. You got I hate when it does that. Stephen Light is going to be able to bring home the win with Zach Stevens finishing in 2nd, a podium finish for that number 47 Daytona Hydro Dip tonight. Chase Greer, he is going to bring home a 3rd. Good finish for the 4 wide guys. Trent Robinette, he is going to be in 4th. Joe Munchel, he's going to finish in 5th. Balin Powell, that number 11, Mark's pick for the night, he finished in 6th. Zachary Martinson did a really good job hanging on to that top 10. He's going to finish in 7th. Chris Isaacs, another top 10 finisher. He needed a good finish here tonight, and he finished in 8th. Darren Bruce, not a bad job. He's going to finish in 9th. 10th is going to belong to Scott Healy. Scott Healy ran up front for most of the night, and then he got into a little bit of trouble on the last lap. Mark Kincaid bouncing back from an incident, bringing out a caution and being caught a lap down. He finished in 11th. 12th is going to belong to Lyle Mitchell. I'm going to let you take the rest.
13th is going to belong to Kyle Chafin. 14th is Christopher Alkire. 15th is Zach Mecca. 16th is going to be Jack Newmacher. 17th is going to be Cody Brown. Brianna Lorette's finishing in 18th. Matt Banky in 19th. Robert Gray in 20th. Curtis Ecker in 21st. And James Manderud in 22nd.
All right. Well, it's time to be bringing up our top 3 and the biggest mover of the race.
All right, you ready for Chase Greer?
I am.
All right. Oh. Where did he go? He moved on me. All right, there you go.
Chase.
You got Richard up in the booth. Got a copy.
Gotcha. How you guys doing?
Oh, doing pretty darn good, man. That was a wild finish to finish out the Atlanta race, man. Talk to us a little bit about that end of that race. y'all were trying to go four wide at one time. 69 tried to fit his car where his car did not fit and caused a little bit of chaos, but you were able to finish still in front of that 33.
Yeah, I'm just tired of finishing third. I'm just kidding. Nah, it was a good race. Just basically hugged the bottom. I think every time that we broke away, I was always with the front pack. Then after that, I was just sort of just chilling, waiting for the chaos at the end, and then it luckily worked out. I had fresh tires there. I was trying to get the Zach's bumper to push him, but that, like you said, that backstretch was a little chaotic. So I'm just happy I was able to get the third.
Well, you did pull off a really good maneuver. You and Zach both pulled off a really good maneuver. Getting around them. Zach took the inside, kind of blocked that inside lane, and 64 tried to block that low lane, and he pretty much sent himself to the wall trying to help his teammate out. And then you moved around the 33 right there at the last minute. Pretty much sideways you finished that race.
Yeah, I always try to race clean with everybody, and I was just trying to push right there at the end. And luckily it didn't cause anything, and I was able to have a smooth finish.
Well, that's probably about the only time that you'll be able to wreck a state trooper.
Exactly.
But it was a really good finish. Glad to see you up on the podium once again. But man, you know what comes with those podium finishes. Man, the shout outs are all yours.
All right. Thanks everybody at 4 Wide. It was a good race. Thanks everybody for putting this on. You guys for doing the broadcast, and y'all have a good night.
All right, man. All right, Zach Stevens is going to be our next person to interview. He had a pretty wild ride of that on that last lap. Also pulled off some great moves to take over the third position. Let's bring him up, Ahmed. Zach, this is Richard and Amanda up in the booth. You got a copy?
I got you.
Well, man, you're finishing on the podium again in that Daytona Hydro Dip number 47. And you got Mark Stevens and the Stevens Nation out there rooting for you, and you didn't disappoint once again tonight. That last lap battle between you and the 64, man, that was crazy, and you still pulled off a second place finish, man. Talk to us a little bit about those ending laps.
Yeah, that was wild. It was a lot of fun, though. I was honestly just trying to push the 33 by the 99, and then he dropped down, and then Chase got behind me, and we was able to push up there. And I got a big run on the 64. He put a big block on me, and then I dove to the inside, and I was there already by the time he went to block again. But it was a lot of fun. Wish we could have got up there to the 99, but he had some good help there at the end. But overall, good finish. It was a up and down race. It's really hard to pass, but it was really fun there at the end. Had a good time right there.
Absolutely. Yeah, we're just watching that replay, and man, y'all were almost 4 wide. Y'all did hold a good 3 wide line coming out of turn number 4, and then Joel, he decided he wanted to just join the action, but his car wouldn't fit. But man, a great job, and the skill that y'all have, man, to hold those cars 3 wide, giving each other room, amazing. And bringing home that second place finish, that's just really amazing. Up 8 positions from where you started. Congratulations.
Appreciate it, man. Yeah, the cars got really tight later on in runs and stuff with older tires, but happy with a second place. I don't run the next gen too much. I might try and run a little bit more here, but it was fun. Had a lot of fun there at the end. One thing Daytona Hydro Dip for being on the car as always. For all the 4 wide guys that came out and race. You guys up in the broadcast booth, and say hi to my uncles, my dad, my mom as always. It was a lot of fun.
Well, PC Bro was asking somebody to wreck you so you can come play games with him.
Yeah, that's my cousin, so I guess he tuned in right there at the end.
Now he's saying chop chop.
Yeah, so we gotta let you go so you can go play games.
All right.
All right, man.
All right, appreciate it.
Not a problem.
All right.
All right. Well, what a great race this was, and we still have two more interviews. We're gonna bring up our biggest mover and our winner. So, without further ado, let's bring up Mr. Stephen Light to the broadcast booth, and I got him.
All right.
Stephen, this is Richard and Amanda up in the booth. You got a copy.
I'm here.
Man, that was a wild race. You went a lap down. You got your lap back when the caution. When you took the wave around and you were able to drive your car back up to the front and hold it. It was a wild ride behind you, but you and your teammate worked together. Your teammate actually tried to help block a lane and pretty much spun himself out because the car was already there. But you brought home that victory.
Yeah, I got to give Scott Healy all the credit for helping me on that one. This place was almost like a super speedway now, and I definitely needed the help, and was hoping we would be able to link back up in the back of the pack when we got our laps back after that caution came out, and started in the back, and they got held up a little bit, and so I had to try to work my way back to the front by myself. Had a couple of guys help me along the way, and then luckily, once we got back to the lead, the caution came out at the right time. Scott ended up being third, which really made a key restart there at the end. But we actually got disconnected a little bit. Top lane had a great run, got the 33 back to the lead. And once the top lane opened up and Scott was with me, I knew if I got to the outside of 33, we could probably get back around him real quick. And sure enough, that was just in time for that last lap there to have the lead with the best advantage.
The advantage you did, you had about half a second, about 0.3 of a second lead over everybody else, and then chaos happened right there behind you. Man, what a great finish that was! Congratulations on that win. You started on the pole and you finished on the pole, so amazing accomplishment. Definitely proved that teamwork is a key factor at most of these tracks. So congratulations to your team. But man, you win in another race, man. You are welcome to give all the shout outs that you would like to give, my friend.
Yeah, but like I said, shout out to my teammate Scott and Zach Mecca for helping me with track position and pit strategy. And then I was glad to finally get Chris Isaacs, his team a win. My first win of the season. Feels like it's been taking forever to get one. Just can't seem to have things go right. But luckily today, things, even when they went wrong, they could have been worse, and we ended up being able to get one for everybody.
Absolutely. Well, congratulations. And now next week is a little bit of a different scenario. That is, you're going to the Indianapolis track. So how are you feeling in these next gen cars about Indy?
Indy should be a lot of fun. I'm sure there'll be some shifting going on and tire strategies, fuel strategies. If that thing goes green there, which it probably will, a lot more than you see other places just because you get so spread out. I think fuel strategy is going to be a big key in that race, making sure you get that right on the number at the end when you need it, and look forward to going there.
Absolutely. Well, go and celebrate, my friend, and we will catch you next time. Hopefully next week we'll be seeing you in Victory Lane again.
Appreciate it, guys.
Not a problem. I moved into the wrong room.
Why would you do such a thing?
I'm used to moving everybody to the waiting room. But speaking of the finish, this is the finish that happened right there behind, and half of a car length, separated the 40 from the 47. So pretty much a side-by-side finish for that. There you have Trent. He is going to be sideways finishing fourth. So luckily he still had a lot of momentum, crossing over that finish line to beat the 69 of Joel Munchel. But we do have one more interview, and that is going to be Joel, if he is still in the chat. And there he is.
You got him?
Yep.
Okay.
Joel, this is Richard and Amanda up in the booth. You got a copy.
How's it going?
Oh, it's going pretty good. Man, what a wild finish that was. You took it 4 wide, but not enough room to squeeze in, and you and the 33 pretty much paid for that, but you did bring home a fifth place finish, but you were the biggest mover, so that's why we are talking to you right now for being the biggest mover of the race, up 11 positions from where you started this race.
Appreciate it. Yeah, no, I saw they were 3 wide ahead of me, and I didn't really have anywhere to go, and I was just kind of like, can I fit it in somewhere? And I didn't think it would work, but I was just glad it didn't get any worse, and we all kind of finished in roughly the position we were already in before that happened. So
Yeah, if your car was a little bit skinnier, you might have made that work just a little bit, but it was such a great finish. I mean, the last lap, that's racing. Man, congratulations on being the biggest mover, and man, you can give all the shout-outs you want to give. That was a pretty good accomplishment. That, what'd you call it, Amanda? What's the name for his car? Starkin?
Starkin, the Starkin,
Starkin,
car.
the Starkin. It's number 69. Man, the floor is yours.
yeah, I had to bring it back this week. Didn't get to really show it off too much last week. It was a little rough race for me, but so yeah, just shout out to the Shocker Motorsports guys. Let me hang out with them. You guys for doing the broadcasts, and the guys that put on the league for that we can race in. So, and my wife for letting me race.
Absolutely. Well, next week is going to be that Indy track. A little bit different scenarios going on there. How you feeling about that?
To be fair, I'm not a big fan of Indy. I've never actually raced in this car since this is my first season even running the car. So we'll see how it goes.
Absolutely. All right, my friend. Well, we'll let you get back down there to your team. I appreciate you coming up and talking to us, and congratulations on being that biggest mover.
Thanks, guys.
All right, Amanda, this is where we close it down. Do you have any thoughts that you'd like to share?
I sure don't, Richard. I think we pretty much covered everything during the race. I think it's kind of funny. You called 2 more wrecks at the end, and there were, in fact, 2 more wrecks, but there were no more cautions for those wrecks. They just drove on through them.
Well, yeah. So I had one thing right, just not the caution thing right. So I was half right. That's pretty good. I'll take that. But tonight was a really good race. 150 laps at Atlanta. You know, just a few cautions. Very different strategies, but you know, a great finish at the end, and that's what we'd love to see. You know, side-by-side finish, you know, trying to make it 4 wide at the finish, trying to spice it up just a little bit. But a great race indeed. Congratulations to all these guys for putting on a great show. Joe Mitchell for being the biggest mover. You had Zachary Martinson. He was up 10 positions. You know, Lyle Mitchell, he was up 10 positions also from where he started. So quite a few movers in this race. And then you had some that were up 8 positions. Zach Stevens. But not bad at all. But we are going to call it a night as my SDK wants to start acting up. But we hope y'all enjoyed the show. Thank you all for everybody for stopping by and joining, you know, spending your evening with us. But we are going to call it a night, and we will see y'all next week here at Indy as we take the next gen cars there. So definitely tune in to that next week, same time, same place here at Southern Broadcast Gaming Network. And we hope y'all have a good rest of your week, and we'll see you later.